We aim for 100% tonight.
Here's hoping. But we're live now, so everyone can say hi now.
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome to the best D&D session on Monday night.
Yeah. Oh, I think I've got my audio on. I better turn that off. Yeah. All right. That's better. Yeah. Hope this is going to be an interesting one, I think.
Sorry. I also have my audio on.
I want to be able to use my proper dice sometime, but...
You can just do what John does and roll them and tell us what you've got. Like
Yeah.
Mark does that occasionally.
You're trustworthy.
Yeah, every now and then Mark doesn't trust the rolling system. And
I
then
can always tilt it down or something.
Yeah, and then he always seems to roll really good rolls when he does it. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute, I don't like this. Here's a 20, yeah.
I think he gets worse rolls when he does that.
I think you're right, actually.
Typically.
We could check the tape and go statistically speaking.
When we first used this roll 20 thing, it was so suspicious, the rolls, we're like, that can't be right. But of course it's random, so it could be right, you just don't know. But they were just so, they were the same ones were happening again and again. It was weird.
And I heard somewhere someone saying that even random number generations are not actually random because they're done by an algorithm, so it's not random.
They need a seed number, don't they?
Yeah. There's that element of there's a computer trying to screw me over here.
Yeah, but they're approaching the point where it's doesn't really matter how many times you do it, you'll get a seemingly random result anyway.
Yeah.
It should be able to handle 1 to 20.
You'd hope so.
Yeah, over a not large enough data set though. But that was the thing. I remember there was a keynote where Steve Jobs had to explain to people how randomness worked, because people were like, "Oh, I got the second song off of the U2 album, and then it played the third song off of the U2 album."
Yeah, right.
It was well, occasionally that's going to happen.
That's randomness for you.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah. I'm not sure where Mark disappeared off to. It's got very exciting.
Steve.
Yeah.
It always gets exciting when Mark appears.
Well, yeah. Will there be cats involved?
I had to restart my whole computer for it to work.
Oh, really? Oh, there he
I found my
is.
panda beanie, but I couldn't find it, so I gave up and found my different one.
Reese, you look a little bit like Magneto or Juggernaut, I think. One of the two.
How about now?
Not so much now. Not so much now. I wasn't complaining. It looked awesome. Dave's your microphone cable messing up again.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm hoping that we get Dave, or I should say Oust, down to a critical health at some point tonight, just so we can get him to put his red lights on his headset.
Oh yeah, this too.
Is this the thing?
Dying state.
It was dying state.
There we go. Yeah, I feel like we all need that. That would be amazing. I was
Is your
thinking.
light switched close to you as well?
Oh, I can turn the lights off.
For added effect.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec.
I was thinking of, because I need to get some lighting for my stream anyway, but I was thinking color changing ones, so you could have red for that kind of stuff. I think that'd be awesome.
Philip's huge,
A green screen and shit.
Yeah, other than this fucking cardboard box that's been there for about 7 weeks.
With the dead body in there or something.
Now for
I got a load of shit in the background.
Yeah.
I've got fucking...
dying state.
I've got fucking Lambos and shit.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
This is good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, see, your background looks all right. You got your Mac in the back. You got a really nice kind of desk in the background. It looks good. I've got
a lot of shit though.
I got a mattress.
Yeah, the mattress
And a cardboard box.
Is it a soiled mattress?
It's just pushed up against the
on that
wall.
topic, Shannon,
coffee
it's just
stain.
well you don't have some dodgy shit playing on that computer behind you, like the TV reporter who was doing that dodgy shit when some live switch over.
It's true. Well, it can be arranged.
When nature calls.
Cool.
Okay. Shall we get into it?
Oh, I'm kind of scared to be fair, but sure, let's do this.
Okay. Let's recap the last session.
Would you say things are getting dicey? Just wanted to get that in there nice and early this time.
I think it's how quickly you do it. I think that's what gets me every time. Just the speed. I'm just gonna pull this bit for now. So when last we rejoined our heroes, they were making decisions about which kind of route to take. I'll start at the start. So we started with Sasha still in captivity, Sasha and Marvin, being held by the storm giants who had built a distrust of all dragons. Marvin's getting dicey. Built a distrust of all dragons after it was revealed that one of their closest councils was in fact an ancient blue dragon in disguise. Not wanting to take any more chances, they imprisoned Sasha and Marvin. Marvin and Sasha, meanwhile, while the party was kind of carrying on, they had one attempt at jailbreaking themselves, which unfortunately was unsuccessful. It wasn't until later when they had the assistance of Door Cracker, aka Dora Cracknell, who managed to help free them and kind of revealed a little bit about her skill set, aiding them with various magics and kind of altering the minds and hearts of those people that she encountered on their way out. With Sasha and Marvin dressed up like Alston Wolf, or sorry, I should say magically dressed up like Alston Wolf, they arrived at the Good Night's Rest, which was the inn in Yata, where the rest of the party was staying. They were confronted by Alst and the rest of the party before Dora dropped the spell on Sasha and Marvin and revealed that they were in fact Sasha and Marvin and not some replicant of Alst and Wolf. After that, the party decided to return Dora home to see her family in Neverwinter, and there was a little bit of debate about how they would go about that. They decided to go with the northern route, which would take them through, I want to say, actually I'll switch over to this map. Take them through Tribor and then Long Saddle, and they decided instead of going north to Mirabar to cut through Morgus Bound and head across to Luskan.
Can we explain why we made that decision?
Sure.
I just want to point it out. Well, Alst kind of wants to point it out, as he so often does, to kind of protect his own. What's the word I'm looking for? To protect his own story. Alst just wants to point it out that we did it on the basis that we knew the forest, Neverwinter Wood, was kind of magical, and we didn't want to freak out our poor dear Igneous, who we know is sensitive to magic.
Yeah.
So that is the decision around why we decided to travel through, north and then obviously through Morgus Mountain, because it was more direct to get to Luskan. So Alst is just putting it out there that where we ended up is not totally his fault. just want that. I want that on record.
I mean, it kind of is.
Are you saying that?
Just putting that out on record as Alst's perspective on life.
I mean, you are the ranger, though, right? You're the guy that should know where we should be going.
I can't be expected to know when there's an undead creature around. That's more of a paladin kind of scenario thing. That's not a ranger's tool.
Yeah, fair enough. Big hello to Xcat Darkness. Thanks for joining us again this week. That's going to be a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah.
So as our party settled down to rest for the evening, there was a great thundering rumble as two enormous skeletons rose up kind of rose from the dead. These giant undead monstrosities have bone armor, plating kind of covering their backs. They have a huge knobbed tail, and we are in combat. So please go ahead and roll initiative.
So early. This whole session is going to be us getting our asses handed to us.
Pretty much.
Oh,
Nice. Igneous is
jeez.
excited to get in.
Igneous wants in on this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How can I get
I
out?
might need to give you griffins as well.
Where's my... Oh, there's initiative. Right. There's Oust. Wolfie. Where are you for initiative, my boy? Oh, actually, we're here texting at the same time, so that's fine. There you go. Yeah, Oust doesn't want to do this.
Sasha doesn't want to fight.
Neither does Bernard.
I need 2 guesses. The 9 Faust.
Yeah.
And Bernard, we have 5. Who are we missing?
Did you get my 8? Oh, yeah,
Oh,
sweet.
that huge 8.
I'm missing Sasha somehow.
Sasha rolled a 2.
Sasha was a 2.
For some reason, 9 looks like Sasha. It's like you put
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah,
does.
yeah.
Oust instead of Sasha.
Yep, you are quite right. I blame the hood.
Hey, Tree
Looks
Cats,
sweet.
thanks for joining us. If you just joined us, we're about to get into a pretty big fight, so it should be good.
A doozy.
A doozy, a real
That's-
doozy.
That is the best word I can think of it.
Mm.
Oh.
A Doorcrack is going to show us how it's done by the looks of things.
Come on, Doorcracker.
She's keener than Igneous. That's saying something.
Although Doorcracker appears to be a reasonably clever mage.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do in battle.
Can she one-hit both of them before our party gets at them?
Okay. No, she can't because she is going to hold her turn. Igneous, you're going to go first.
What?
Okay.
Igneous is fine with that. Are we going to brew up now? Or are you still doing your thing?
Who's brewing what?
Yeah. Do I get to appear in a turn order, perhaps?
Oh, right.
The turn order thing never shows.
It's
correctly.
what-
You are up.
It's one of the things that pretty much is consistently broken from in our system. That and dynamic lighting.
Yeah. Okay, that's alright.
I will cop. I think dynamic lighting is my fault. I do not think the turn order thing is my fault.
Okay.
All good. Alright, so the state of affairs is that we've just been woken to this attack, right?
So you were attempting to bed down for the night, and you were awoken.
Okay. So
There was enough sort of rumbling and movement and things where you weren't like you knew something was happening.
okay. So Igneous is gonna jump to his feet and have a look around at his party and remember that a bunch of them are spell checkers. So he's gonna
Spell checkers. That's not a nice term. That's not nice.
so we're gonna drop down his Genasi helm with really small eyeballs. So he can just focus on his target ahead and ignore
Oh,
the
I
movement going around
like
him.
it.
Nice.
I like it.
And he's gonna stand with his longsword in one hand. And as he stands, he's gonna just throw it straight at the bone dragon to the north.
I like a longsword as a range weapon.
That's
Man,
it. That's it.
nice.
So first attack, longsword,
Okay.
and hoo-yah!
Oh, very nice. Although we don't know how strong these things are yet, so hopefully very
which
nice.
Which one are you throwing it at?
It
As
dies.
a northern
The
creature.
northern one.
Yep.
It's quite far away.
That's really far. You're going to throw it 92 feet. With
I'm going to say there's no way you can throw a longsword 92 feet.
Wow.
that's a long throw.
We're gonna-
But that's okay.
Square
'cause
50 feet, right?
You would, something like that. You would know that before you attempted to throw it, so you can change direction. If you'd like to move closer and try to do it, you could perhaps make the roll with disadvantage.
Hoo-wee. Ignis is going to stick with that. He's going to intimidate that dragon by throwing the sword at it.
What?
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, bring it on. And then he's going to pull out his short sword from his...
Oh!
Oh, it's
Oh, dear Lord.
Nice.
And he's going to stand up with his short sword and shield. And he's going to run as fast as he can, but not in a dash move, just in a run. And he's going to go 30 feet to the north. I'm guessing that's about there.
So I'll say that because these are ridged,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
say that you can get up to the top of the first ridge,
Cool.
which is just shy of 30 feet.
Nice.
So your guys' icons should probably be slightly smaller, but it'd be hard to manage them.
Sure. Either that, the dragons would be monstrous.
Did you want to make a second attack?
We're out of throwing range, so Ignis is just going to use his shouty voice. Come at me, dragons, come!
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. It is the beast's turn. And he does indeed come at you, as the kids say.
But he's slightly intimidated, right?
Is it a dragon?
It's like an enormous kind of beast. It's shaped a bit like a dragon without wings. It's kind of thundering as it steps past the doom, doom, the slow kind of lumbering step.
Is it like the size of a T-Rex or?
It's quite wide and low.
Yeah.
But
its head. How big is the?
Its head is about the size of a T-Rex's head.
I feel it. That'll come along.
He is just going to spend the rest of his movement moving up to the edge here. But unfortunately, that's going to be everything that he can do. For the next one, he's going to lumber towards Marvin. He's going to get within melee range of Marvin and take a bite action. That is a 24 to hit.
Oh!
Too much.
Okay. 17 damage to Marvin.
Damn.
Marvin winces in pain.
Winces.
Winces, yeah.
Wow.
Winces.
That's a great word.
Winces Peters.
And as Winces Peters.
Yeah.
And as like towards the end of that turn, you begin to hear that same familiar rumble as and the earth begin to shake, kind of from further back from where these two are, and you see another two.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Fuck off.
From behind the rise in the hill.
Okay, who brought us here?
We should pretend to be skeletons, suppose.
No, this was not my fault. Alst had nothing to do with this.
I guess the story is changing.
Oh, this is not good.
Um,
Okay, real talk here. We're not hanging around, eh?
well, what are we going to do if they're
How far
going
did
to
they-
chase us?
How far did it just walk?
They were like 30. They would look like they walked 30 odd.
That's right.
Oh, we can walk 30 odd.
They'll keep chasing us.
What do you want to do? But what do you want to do?
It'll be like
Well-
Benny Hill.
Good luck getting Igneous to turn around and run. He's already engaged. He's going to go want to fetch his sword.
He's gonna. Well, he needs a sword. He's gonna take some damage before he realizes that we're not there anymore.
We can't leave it. No.
Just kill one, man. Kill one.
Look, let's. Oh, fuck.
The whole party on one creature. You'll smash it.
Yeah, there's got 3 more.
And then we get surrounded by
Just
3.
repeat.
Yeah,
Right,
just
it's up to you.
concentrate fire.
Up to you,
Yeah.
Dave. What are you up to?
Oh, fuck. So, if I move with a dash, I can get to there, right? About approximately?
Yeah, I'd say you couldn't go over the ridge. 'cause
Yeah, I
it's
don't- I
normal-
don't-
It's normally like half movement to go up a ridge.
Yeah, so I'm not. I just want to get to sort of beside the ridge to
Hmm.
sort of get a line of fire that goes like that.
Ooh.
Yep.
So Igneous, you might need to duck. So I want to dash. Oh, where am I? I want to dash to there, which I can use with one of my awesome skills as a ranger. So I can do that as my bonus.
Oh, you got a bonus action dash.
Yeah. So I can do that with my fleet of foot as a bonus action. And then I want to cast my lightning arrow spell,
hmm
which I've put the words in there so I can remember what it does.
Yep.
Because I've only used it once. And then I'm going to fire it at this guy here. And basically, as it says there, it takes 48 lightning damage instead of the weapon's normal
Target.
damage. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's
What's it called?
So
Lightning arrow.
lightning arrow.
Is it an actual arrow?
It turns my arrow into a lightning bolt.
Okay, so this isn't a line attack though. So this is you strike. You declare someone that you want to attack. So say
Yeah.
the skeleton.
Yeah.
And then everything within a 10-foot radius
Yeah, which
of
isn't.
the skeleton
Oh, it's just
would
again.
be would just be
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I forgot he's 30 foot away. It also gets me further away from him, from the other guy.
okay. You can
Yeah.
obviously
So,
still do it.
so that's my plan. I'm targeting this guy here. Wolf's obviously following me because he's not stupid. Do I need to roll my attack for my weapon? I do, don't I?
Yeah, you need to roll your hit
Yeah.
to decide whether or not the thing hits.
Crit fail.
Yay.
Oh, not
27.
even close to a
Fail
crit
that. Fail that. Almost a crit.
Okay. Almost
Almost. Damn it.
the operative word. So you kind of reach back into your quiver, and you think about lightning as you pull this arrow from its quiver, and you notch it into your longbow of warning, and you aim it up, and the moment you let loose the bowstring, this brilliant flash of light kind of comes over and transforms the arrow as it shoots out towards the skeleton and strikes it with like a resounding boom, and the lightning and thunder damage kind of radiates out from there. So go ahead and roll. They need to roll.
So they need to. Yeah, it takes 48 damage, but they need to roll. Oh no, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so you roll 4d8.
Now, what level did I cast it at? Oh yeah, so
Pretty
level
good,
48. 48. I know, and goes up after 1d8 or.
Igneous, you need to make a dex save.
Uh-oh.
19.
Cool. So it takes 19 damage.
So Igneous needs to take a dex save. Does the creature make a dex save as well, or no?
Nah, because you hit it.
No, that's right. So Igneous needs to make a dex save. Sorry.
Do I click on dexterity or do I click on dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
Make a save. Make a save.
Oh.
Yeah, good boy.
Was that good enough?
It just has to be. Actually, what is the dex save?
There's no way that's enough.
No, I don't,
No.
I don't think it is. Sorry.
Okay. Can I
It's probably about 12 or 13.
It's my spell save DC, eh?
What was it?
That's
Okay.
15. Sorry,
So-
you take some damage.
So
Oh,
do
huh?
roll another 2d8.
It's just magical damage. It's nothing.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
go ahead
Can
and
reroll
roll.
saving throw that he. Oh, look at you!
So
Go ahead and reroll.
enraged.
You need to beat a 15, I think.
Good luck.
No.
Oh.
So you take 2d8 damage.
So roll your damage. Alf.
8.
8 damage.
Okay.
So as Igneous kind of grits down and bares his teeth, seeing the blowback about to hit him from this lightning
Blowback.
striking the skeleton, he just kind of and takes some damage in the process, but it's still pretty hardy. Alst, it's your turn. Finn, you're up. I need still haven't given you your alpha.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what I'm needing.
He's going up here and he's gonna fly.
Yeah, it's happening. So Finn is absolutely gonna take to the skies. Jump onto the back of on the back of Alpha, and he sees an amazing, nice coincidence there. Nice opportunity with oh Dave, that headset of yours, man. With Igneous next to this creature. Is that close enough to be considered next to?
Yeah, they're in melee.
Okay, great. Cool. Sort of. You might have to
Dave,
sort out your headset, Dave. Anyway, so yeah, he's going to take to the skies. I don't think I have control. Oh, yes, I do. Sweet. Of Alpha. And he's going to go up about probably only a good 40 feet. Oh, that's ages, isn't it?
Yeah. You
Alright.
You could go straight up
Yeah,
from where you were.
yeah. I think I'll just go straight up. And Finn pulls out his bow and arrow, his relatively long bow, and takes aim at this creature. He's never seen one of these before, and he's hoping that an arrow is going to do some good damage. It's a 19.
19 does hit.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll get the old stealthy attack. We'll add another 18 onto that sucker.
Oh, look at that.
27 damage total.
Yeah.
As this arrow just kind of shims along this armor plating on its back and just is carving off chunks of bone on its way through
Nice.
before finally falling through the ribcage.
Cool.
The skeleton has got a few bones and things kind of starting to loosen.
And Finn, just as a bonus move, is just going to shout out to Igneous, just attack!
Oh, he's not running anymore.
Yeah,
Right,
no, we're
okay.
gonna take care of this guy.
Let's freaking do it.
Yeah.
Bernard, you're up.
Okay.
Burn it.
What are these things? These sort of looks like Rice Krispie
Yeah, popcorn.
popcorn, delicious popcorn.
They're like little bushes.
Little bushes. So they're just plants. They're not like rocks or anything. Okay.
It says at the top,
There are
ruined ruined cairns, whatever they are. That's what it says at the top of the map there. It's pointing.
Oh.
It's pointing to them and saying ruined cairns.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking ruined the key.
Yeah.
It's like a gravestone.
Ah.
No, this is like a barrow
Yeah.
with a buried dragons. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
I'm going to. I can't control my little guy.
We've all been there, mate. We've all been there.
Well, we had one drink.
And surprisingly, we've all named him Bernard.
Oh, here we go. I can control him now. So I'm going to move away. I don't know. I can't find out how far I can actually move. I guess it's like 20 or 25 feet.
You've got 25 feet for you.
I don't know how far that is. Hold on.
Not very far on this map.
No.
Nah. It's just down to like there. Okay, so
You can move to the edge of the square.
to a ruined can. No, actually, I'll just go down to here. And I will cast a spell on this guy next to Igneous.
Cast a spell or dispel.
Yes,
Just all
a
of them.
spell. The spell is Firebolt.
Oh!
Here we go.
Not Fireball.
Firebolt.
Bolt,
Boom.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's just a cantrip. But, yeah. But it's an attack. So I have to do an attack roll and I think I get +9. 9. Oh, 22.
22 hits.
Cool. Ooh, I almost did it. Almost did a really big attack. What did it? It's 2d10.
Oh,
I'm just gonna post the chat.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
For ambience.
oh.
So, yeah, I point my fingers and shoot off a firebolt. And it, I don't know if it just appears on them or if it fizzles out of my fingers. Oh, I hurl a mode of fire at a creature.
Yeah, or you can do it however you like. What would you like to do? Like point
I'll
and
hurl
shoot.
it. Harry Potter styles. That's a movie thing now.
A bolt of fire fires from Bernard and streaks across the battle and strikes the creature. And you did 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, was that at the northern one or the western one?
This one next to Igneous.
Oh yeah.
That's quite the distance on your spell you got there.
Yeah, it does
Bernard.
120 feet.
Dang. All right.
Thank you.
I'm pleased that Igneous isn't freaking out with these firebolts.
Yeah.
Flying around his head. It's brilliant.
Just wait for my turn, bro.
No, because if you turn tail and run, we are screwed.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a second.
That music, John, is quite epic.
Do we click the music or something? What?
Yeah, in the
You
chat.
just join the room that I
Oh, yeah.
posted in the thing. Okay. So where are we? So Dora's going to take her turn now, kind of understanding the situation. Moves down here. Sorry, one second.
I'm just more interested in what Mark's doing at the moment. What are you up to there?
Talk to the hand, Mark. Oh.
Okay, you see
Sorry,
Dora.
click on the link. It was broken.
Ah,
But
right.
it probably won't work on iPad. Sorry, mate. You see Dora kind of reach into her robe and begin playing a little ditty.
Oh,
And you
Oh, here
see
we go.
You see the area between these two begin to warp and change shape and look like none of it really makes sense as far as like you are used to perceiving the world. And these two are going to make a save of some kind, I assume.
Bone save.
That is not enough. That is definitely not enough. So these two creatures, we'll find out what happens to them on the next turn. But Sasha, you are up.
The cat whisperer.
It's already happened. Okay. Oh no. I'm trying to attack the cable. So Marvin, even though wincing in pain, just thinks in his head, I'm up.
Alright.
And taking inspiration from Bernard and Harry Potter, Marvin's gonna snap its finger, Full Metal Alchemist style, and shoot out its cold breath.
Whee!
Here we go.
I wonder if that works, or if it just shows what it does.
Oh.
Oh, it just shows what it
It
does.
shows it does, but that's cool.
It'd be cool if it actually rolled it.
Well, they roll. So they need to beat a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
First one fails.
Yeah.
Second one passes.
Oh, got it. Alright.
It's
2d8.
it's only 15-foot cone anyway. So it would only get this first one.
Yeah. I get confused because of a thing. It says is it 2 5d8 or is it?
No,
just
it's 5d8. 22 is the average,
Yeah.
Right.
but we're actually rolling instead of just being like, oh, it's 22 damage.
Alright, roll it twice.
Cool.
That's 23.
Nice.
Bit
Nice.
more than average.
23 damage, and go ahead and roll a d6.
Alright. It was a 1.
Okay. The cold breath does not recharge.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Yeah.
Okay.
So Marvin kind of, what does he do? He snaps his claws.
Snaps his
together.
claw. Yeah, like next to its mouth, and it goes ignition.
Instead of igniting it, kind of the opposite of that, whatever that's called. And frost breath begins to spew forward, covering kind of like these old, aching, arching bones that are kind of brown with the dirt that they've just shaken off, and just covers it in this sleet storm of snow and ice.
Nice.
Alright, and with that, Sasha's running over to Marvin with a bit of aid. I think it's as far as it can go.
Okay.
And at the same time, he's going to throw a javelin right in the mouth of the bone dragon thingy.
So
Sweet.
a bone.
Oh, whatever it
Oh, sorry,
thing is.
javelin.
Yeah, throwing javelin at that creature.
Oh, beautiful.
Go ahead.
25.
Nice. And some decent damage.
Aim to please.
Nice.
Seeing how that landed well, Sasha's going to throw it one more time.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hey.
Ooh, is that alright?
17?
That is a hit.
Yeah. All right.
You begin to see like a number of bones flying off the side of this
Sasha's came to play.
skeleton as well. Cool.
Awesome.
Dora's going to hold her turn again.
Oh,
Igneous, you're
Dora.
up.
Come on, Dora. Get into it. All right, Igneous, what are you going to do?
Alright.
You've had
Here we
lightning
go.
bolts and fireballs thrown around you.
So, as the party may recall, that recently Igneous took some time away from the party where he was drawn back to a realm which he's frequently drawn back to with his magical boots, where he's essentially tortured by stuff unknown at this point to the party, which involves magic and creatures and stuff like that. And he can't get those images out of his head, and he's going to do what he does Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just going to go crazy, pretty much. So he's going to ignite his boost of hates.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
He's going to, with his boost of haste, he's going to use his movement to try and scramble up, combining with an attack of like jabbing and trying to climb onto the top of this beast for his first attack and movement. And for his last attack, he's just going to like punch it into the back of the neck of the creature.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Also, we've got Jackalope back after weeks away. Hey, Jackalope, thanks for coming back. There we go. 23.
Oh, jeepers. That's...
23 is a hit, of course.
Of course.
Nice. So I'm on the back of the creature now. You happy with that, Johnny?
Well, as you kind of go with that first strike, you actually fell the critical bone, and all of the mass of the skeleton begins to drop.
All right.
And you see whatever presence was animating these bones begins to slip away.
Whee!
Fantastic.
Oh, that was easy. Sweet,
Alright.
let's take these down.
Alright, so for Igneous' second attack, he's not going to be fooled by this magic, and he's just going to continually stab the ground with the creature. He's going to roll hit. And let's do it.
Cool.
So-
yeah, it's already dead.
And we'll rotate. It's even more good.
Yeah, you get advantage on the attack because it's dead.
Alright. We're good.
But is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Anything else? You've actually got a third attack.
Hey, is he going to attack a third time on this already dead thing?
Okay, third attack. Let's go! He's just gonna, like, dig into the ground a little bit with his short sword this time. And he's going to put the dirt in there, and he's going to be like, yeah, back to the dirt once you came.
Yeah, so you begin to see like sprays of dirt just kind of flicking up, like covering you like blood would cover you if you were stabbing into
Oh
someone.
my god.
Yeah,
He's in
Igneous is,
heaven.
yeah, Igneous is loving that spray. We're good.
Oh,
Okay, cool. It is the skeleton's turn.
And all goes quiet.
This one is going to move down as far as it can. These two, though, are under the effects of a spell.
One of them saved, didn't it? Or were they both still under it?
No, this was not the. They both failed. One of them saved against Marvin, but Marvin
Right.
actually only reached one of them anyway.
Cool.
So we need to roll something. I'll roll for the first one first. Oops. Okay. This first creature reaches out a claw at Marvin and rolls a 21.
Oh, dang.
Is that a hit?
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
14 damage for Marvin.
Man.
The next one, man, they're just rolling like super good.
Mm-hmm.
The next one, actually, next one does nothing this turn.
no.
Okay.
What the?
Oust, you're up.
Woohoo!
Okay, so question: how high these ledges? How high would they be?
They're kind of like less than 10 feet. They're
Okay,
like
so
7.5 ish.
Would Wolf basically be able to make them, if he's running. So if he dashes from where he is, he can make essentially his dash is 100 feet. Would he be able to sort of just leap up at his normal full tilt in a couple of bounds?
What's his strength score?
His strength score. His strength is 18. That's
so
right.
he could leap. Yeah, I'd say if he's running at full pace, he could probably leap at that beast.
Okay, so next question I have. Would he be able to do it with Oust on his back? Or sort of Oust kind of clutching onto him as he kind of reaches past? No?
He wouldn't be able to leap that far.
Okay. Could he leap to the first ledge and therefore Oust get a sort of within range to kind of make a leaping attack from Wolf's back?
I like where this is going.
That could work with some rolls.
Okay, so here's the plan. So basically, Oust is going to call Wolf to sort of charge this dragon or this beast here. So the target, the aim, Oust is also Wolf is going to run to sort of this point here and kind of leap up to there. As Wolf passes Oust is I'm going to grab hold of essentially just going to grab hold of Wolf's neck and kind of shimmy up onto his back and kind of ready myself. So when Wolf stops, I'm just going to leap forward with fire and ice and just plunge them into the top of the beast's head.
Okay. Yeah.
I
So I'm going to say, like, for Wolf can make this dash and jump and stuff just fine.
Yeah.
You're going to make an athletics or an acrobatics check for the leap, and then obviously roll to hit.
Okay, so we'll do... What was it? Acrobatics? Coming at you. Yeah!
Yes, nice.
That's successful.
Cool. And then somewhere up here we've got an attack of fire and ice. So that's so fire was 12, ice is 26.
So as you fly miraculously through the air with the momentum of Wolf's kind of run and abrupt stop, you fly up on top of the back of this thundering beast, and you like go to sink your blades in, and you manage to find purchase with ice, but fire you manage to like slide in between two bones, like in between sort of a set of ribs.
Nice.
And you miss, but you do
13.
Do.
damage. hey. Only 8, 19, alright? That's too rude.
Yeah. And I am remaining perched on top of said thing's head.
Okay. You're kind of like its head is long and flat, so you're kind of like on its shoulder blades.
Okay, that's cool.
Like behind its head, sort of thing.
Cool. I'm riding the beast.
Okay. Cool.
Mark.
Finn, you're right.
Okay. All right. So, Finn likes what he sees. He was worrying that he might not have been able to get some attacks, some fancy attacks on, but he sees Oust's power move there, trying to show off. So what?
Please, brother.
So what? So Oust is kind of like on the back of the between the shoulder blades. Is that right?
Yeah.
Straddling.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes,
I've
riding
got
the beast.
One sword plunged into its head. The other sword's kind of just slid. Like fuck. I'm just riding it.
Yeah. So after seeing that, like Finn's, like he's seen Igneous just destroy the get the killing blow and then just like lay waste into it. He's seen Oust doing this amazing move, so he's kind of feeling it now. He's kind of getting into it. And he's just going to do? He's just going to do this sweeping move across the kind of the sky there, and try and just shoot an arrow right next to Oust, but into the beast, just to like, just to try and just like.
I will be utterly pissed. You're a crit fail right here. Here it comes. I can just see John looking at it going, yeah, crit fail, it's coming.
So he's got a big smile. He's got this big smile on his face. He pulls out his arrow. He aims he just wants Oust to know, hey, I can do this as well. And he's just aiming for to zip straight past Oust and into the creature's spine. That's basically
Before you fire this arrow, I just
and we're going.
I want to remind you that time that I pointed my bow at you.
All right, 17.
Oh my goodness.
17 is a hit.
Yep, and of
On
course.
whom? You don't know.
And of course, we're getting the sneaky, stealthy attacks. So 28 damage.
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay.
If you pull my leg,
so
I will not be happy.
I'll narrate this from Al's perspective.
Okay.
So Al, as you're perched on top of this thing, like it's like moving you around, trying to shake you off, and finally you manage to find some stability, and then in between your two hands, where like kind of you've got fire through the ribs, and then ice perched into the bone, you just see this as a bolt out of the blue. Just this arrow just smashes down, narrowly missing the back of your head, and crashing through the bone and dealing 28 damage to this creature.
Yeah. In my mind, I'm going to be thinking, fucking halflings. that has been noted.
Yeah. It's struck true.
Okay. Bernard, you're up.
Oh, Finn, I love you, but I'm not so sure I can take with you shooting shit at me.
Hey, we're just taking down a beast together, my man.
When you were a giant, would you have been able to fly as well? That would have been interesting.
Oh, I don't know whether...
I tell you what, I'm still holding the remaining 3 potions of giant size.
Giant size, jump off.
I am tempted to
fly above them and turn into a giant.
if I could feed one to Alpha, I think that'd be quite awesome as well.
Oh,
That'd
that's
be pretty cool.
sick.
It'd be like the size of a rock.
Oh dear.
I'm just going to move over here, and I'm not going to do anything exciting. I think I'm just going to try and assist you guys. I can see you smashing the crap out of this thing. So I'm just going to try and throw another mote of fire around the corner, give it a bit of a spin, like bend it,
Okay.
and I'll come around,
And this
hit
one.
it in the side of its head. Yeah, over here.
Okay.
+9. Cool.
Whoa.
That for sure is.
Fantastic.
See, now that's a kind of hit I can be happy with. I feel a whole lot more safer with that being fired at me than 17.
You need to roll 2d10 for your fireball.
Oh,
Because I'm above level something.
Wow.
that's
Above
powerful.
level 5.
So you kind of bend this firebolt around to the side and just smash the side of the head of this this skeleton in, and you basically carve off like most of the skull. And it's
Nice.
starting to look
Char
white.
grilled.
Yes, it's char grilled for sure. It's starting to look quite bad.
Hey,
Nice.
Igneous, I get to ride this one into the ground as well. Oh.
Okay, Sasha, it is your turn, but before your turn, you feel Dora's hand on your shoulder,
Oh, moment, a touching moment.
and
Dragonborn and dwarf.
Wait,
Having a moment
Can't
of
you
mixed
stand
feelings
on
on that.
sorry,
Yeah, how does the dwarf reach a dragonborn's shoulder?
like this.
It's like standing
like a
right
little
next
kid
to
coming
him.
You
up
feel, you feel a tugging at your kind of gauntlet.
Not
Sorry,
big then.
we didn't want to call you out on accuracy or anything, John, but
I trust you guys to call me out on accuracy.
Yeah.
It's very important to the narrative. Tugging at your kind of your gauntlet, and as you do, you notice two things. So the first thing is that you feel this wave of like music begin to inspire you, and you can add a D8 to any roll.
whoa!
Oh, dang.
As she kind of plays a little ditty on her Fluke.
Boom, 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 boom.
And then the next thing is that you look down at your arm where she's grabbing you, and you notice your arm and everything begin to disappear and become invisible. You're still clearly there. You just are not visible to the naked eye.
Fantastic.
Whoa.
This is weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Is anyone else noticing this happening apart from myself?
We're
and
all too busy
Dora?
not getting killed.
Yeah, you're behind me, so I don't see a thing.
Yeah. You're in front of me, but I'm riding the back of one of these things. I'm not paying attention to what you're doing.
Shit's about to get real.
So while you're invisible, you have advantage on attacks because they can't see what you're doing.
What?
Oh, this is insane.
Oh, that's
Alright.
fucked up.
Door cracking, door cracking, door cracking, door cracking.
Hey, Igneous, we're not letting this one go home. We need this one.
Alright, first things first. After taking 31 damage, Marvin's going to roll to see if he can get his frost damage back. That's a 3, so it failed. Secondly, he's just going to go for a big bite.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, that's a hit.
Jeepers.
Nice. Aiming for the neck, because it seems quite animalistic.
Okay. Marvin reaches out for the kind of throat bones, neck bones, spinal cord of this thing, and like crunches into a bunch of it, not quite severing the connection for the head.
Nice.
Alright. Seeing Marvin a bit hurt, Sasha's just going to come a bit closer and take a swing.
At
And Marvin. Okay, you need to get a little bit closer than that.
Oh,
Dragonborn's gonna finish off the dragon.
Yes.
No. Yeah, sorry.
Be at rest, you poor beast.
Gonna go for a smack at the bone thing. And see how this goes.
Oh. You get advantage.
You get advantage.
That's a hit.
Do we get advantage so that it is a hit?
Oh, thank goodness.
Nice.
And
Sasha's-
as your sword kind of strikes through, you see your form begin to shimmer into visibility once more.
Alright, I see,
That'll
how it
do.
works. If I... Oh... No, I'm going to go for a second swing, actually. You probably won't have advantage. Ah,
Damn it.
I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
you
well,
wouldn't
I mean, you do have a +8. Like that's very unlikely for you to get
Yeah.
a 3. It's just unlucky. Yeah. So the second one doesn't manage to find its mark, unfortunately.
It's alright. Sasha's just going to turn around and look at Dora and just go, I tried. Or just look,
She's just gonna throw you a thumbs up.
I love how Dora's just so positive. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Come
Does
on,
she
Dora
like
Cracker.
exploring?
Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I thought she liked exploring.
Oh, you sh- Ah.
Okay. It's her turn, but she's again gonna hold her action. Igneous, you're up.
Come on, Igneous, do some damage.
So Igneous is finally happy that the beast in front of him is dead. And he's
Finally.
Finally.
gonna,
It's practically dust.
spin his head around to the left to see Alst riding this bone creature, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Alst needs a bit of help with this." And he's like, "Alst, I'm coming!" And he's gonna kick off with his boot of haste. He's gonna sprint towards this little creature, and aware that Alst is sitting on the top of it, he's gonna use his 3 attacks to try and lop off 3 of the limbs.
Oh, yeah, writing it down. Yeah.
So we're gonna
Stefan,
go-
this is how you help without endangering your friend's
Hey.
life.
I helped a lot, thank you.
So we're gonna go.
Finn did very well, alright?
We're going to have words. There are going to be words.
Alright, so we're going to go triple short sword attack. The first 2 on the rear legs, and then the third attack is on the front right leg.
Yeah. Smash those legs. Boom, boom.
Oh!
Oh dear. Uh-oh.
We're just going to take them in order.
Yeah.
Feet.
So there is a crit fail in there.
There is.
So the first 2 attacks were where?
The back rear legs.
Okay, so you slide round, kadoosh, taking out the rear legs as the skeleton begins to tumble. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me, please.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
Oh, John. Do you want to explain that just one more time to the viewers?
Yeah, sure. So on a crit fail, that's not a bad one.
That's not bad.
On a crit fail, depending on how stupid the move is, we roll a D100 and determine how bad the effects of what is about to happen are. So I think on a 60, where a 1 is very bad and a 100 is not very bad. So I think with a 67, you are kind of like running around the back of the monster, like whack, you manage to get rid of one of the legs, whack, you manage to get rid of the other leg, and it begins to crumble around you. And as you kind of dive towards one of the front legs, you see the skeleton kind of come down. Roll a dex save.
Alrighty.
Oh. Oh yeah. Something about that playtime that just slows you down a bit, huh?
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
it certainly does. Take 6 piercing damage as one of the ribs
Oh.
kind of manages to catch you.
Alistair's
As
riding
the
this thing down.
skeleton falls, and that one is toast.
As this thing starts to collapse, Alistair's basically just surfing it down as it comes to the ground. Does a little tumble off the head back onto the ground and just lands perfectly gracefully. Turns around, sees Igneous, shakes his head, looks up at Finn, points a finger of warning. There will be words.
Can you roll that for confirmation? 'Cause
Yeah,
that
no, I
sounds
need
too
I
good
need
be
to know
true.
that he can actually roll off this thing well.
Yeah.
Athletics check.
Can you give
Athletics
us a
check.
dex?
You want
A
dex or
dex check.
acrobatics? A dex check?
Give us acrobatics.
It's an acrobatic
That's a
roll.
skill check.
That's a skill check. Oh, it's fine. I don't mind that.
Crit fail. Crit fail.
You just want to see me roll and fall on my face.
Alright, come on.
Crit fail,
That's
that
pretty
sucker.
So here's how I see it playing out. So when Bernard kind of curved that bolt around into the side of the head, he left like the other half of the head in almost like a surfboard shape.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then
I
it
want
was
style
just
points for this.
starting to loosen as Igneous kind of whack, took out the legs, and it just kind of broke free, and you begin to careen down the skeleton and come to a nice, beautiful rest, and you can like throw out whatever kind of jazz hands you want with that kind of
This is the 2 fingers are slow to Finn all the way down.
I helped. I don't know what the problem is. You literally damaged Igneous. Alright. I helped.
Igneous. I just rode the wave.
No. With your electric bolt.
The electric bolt, yeah.
Anyway, that was Igneous' turn. Okay, so it's the two remaining beasts' turns. The first one does nothing. The second one, I actually don't know what the result of that is. Hold on. One moment, please. Oh, okay.
Fuck, they're so far away.
Okay. The skeleton takes dash action and tries to move down there. So, Sasha and Marvin, you'll both get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, nice.
He's
Yeah,
running
yeah.
away. What the heck?
Why? This is so good.
That's right.
It's a miss.
All right.
That is also a miss.
Oh, man.
Boo.
Wait. Where's
So
my
Marvin,
1d8?
Marvin bites out. Oh, you want to add your 1d8?
Yeah, I'm gonna add my 1d8 to the javelin throw.
Okay.
It's a 2.
Oh,
Two's enough to hit.
two's a hit.
Yay.
Whee!
It takes 11 damage. As you kind of skewer your javelin down the back of this the skeleton as it attempts to flee away from you. It is very, very weak and kind of just barely stumbling
Oh,
along.
nice.
Alice, it's
Not
your
bad
turn.
for it, really.
All right. So, does my arrow thing have any distance on my Is there a distance component in that, or is it just basically a lightning bolt that gets fired out? I can't remember reading that anywhere.
Well, you still need to. It still needs to be the same distance as what your bow can hit.
Ah, okay. What's that? Is it 120 by?
120?
Yeah. So if I tried that, that would be at some serious disadvantage.
You can move a bit first, right?
Oh yeah, I can do my dash. I could jump on Wolf and dash 100 meters and get real close. Okay, here's what I do. I'm not this beast is not escaping. So I'm gonna basically from my really classic surfing down. I'm gonna jump on Wolf, and Wolf's gonna dash sort of to hear us. Jesus, been drinking too much.
You'd be back like another 10 feet.
Yeah, so he's gonna be dashed to about there-ish.
Yep.
I can't say it. What is with ish? It's just not working. That's not happening. Yeah, so I'm gonna go there.
Where-ish?
Where-ish? Shut up.
There is.
So there.
There-ish.
We're there.
Okay.
There-ish. Happy?
Okay, nice.
Okay. Fuckers. Oh, and then from there we're gonna fire the I'm gonna cast obviously my lightning bolt thingy again, and take a fire shot at him.
Thanks, X-Cat, for the backup on that one. Don't worry, guys. He's speaking Ortish.
Alstish. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, thanks very much. So that's a
Alstish?
17.
Alstish.
Alstish. Yeah, too many S's. It's a version of Elvish. I love it. So that's a 17 with yeah.
17's enough to hit.
So I do 48. Here it comes.
Boom.
19. Boom.
So what happens when you hit the skeleton? Like, as far as the lightning and stuff. Like, describe it.
Oh, okay. I just want it to explode in pieces,
Okay.
left, right, and center, just like a massive boom. Like, so basically, the lightning goes into the center of his heart, and it just goes.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Okay, so the arrow flies out and strikes where the heart would be, but kind of arcs across up and down the spinal column, and just kind of builds this critical mass of arcing lightning, and just as
Yeah.
the remaining bones are kind of thrown and torn asunder. That one is dead. That's your turn. Finn,
Yeah,
you're
that's
up.
my turn.
Okay.
Come on, Finn.
Okie dokie.
No one left standing.
Yeah, I can't get my stealth attack off anymore. So I need to...
Well, you know he's going to run.
Is he though? How far away am I?
Send Alpha and Beta in to bite him and then shoot your bow.
Yeah, like... so I reckon we could probably do that. I reckon that's probably a good... Yeah, I think we'll give that a try. So I think Alpha can move that sort of distance. So Finn's going to sort of like point down towards this lone one at the back here and sort of point down and go, move. And so Alpha's going to swoop down with Finn on its back. Swoop right down, and as it gets close, Finn is just going to jump down off onto this area above it, and Alpha's just going to ram straight into the thing.
Okay.
Just with its claws and stuff straight into its side.
Yep. Have you got the character sheet for Alpha? Or
I
do I
don't, actually.
Is it a griffin?
It is a griffin.
It's like a baby one, right?
No, it's like it's an alpha of the pack.
Teenager.
Oh, right. Is it fully grown?
Yeah.
It's a fully grown griffin. So Alpha like screeches down and kind of sinks his claws into this thing. He just begins to kind of carve off bits of it, dealing some damage. Finn, go ahead and actually, I think like given you're jumping off of Alpha at pace, give us an acrobatics check.
All right, we can do that. Oh, only a crit.
Ooh.
Yeah,
28.
That's sufficient. You deftly roll off of Alpha and kind of parkour style, manage to take no damage, and you just kind of come leaning up against that ridge, that bony ridge there, with your attack at the ready.
Nice, and with which he lets loose his arrow in that same fluid movement. 26.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll your sneaky damage.
Boom. Another 16 on top.
Huh.
26.
Again, another arrow that just manages to find the exact right mark and tears away way more bone than what any normal arrow should be able to.
Nice. Just with the bonus move, Finn just looks down over at Alst and is just like, gives him a bit of a look.
Dude, I just obliterated one with like a lightning bolt. What do you got? Seriously. if you want to count takedowns, I got 2.
See, this is why I do it.
Okay. Bernard, you're up.
Okay. Does it look quite damaged?
It's definitely got a few hunks missing.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward about there. I think is that how far I can move? About there, right? From there.
Yeah, about there.
Okay, well I'm gonna put my hand in my jacket, that Napoleon style, and bring it out. I'm gonna have 4 fiery fingers.
Yay, ball.
I'm gonna
Fingers going on.
I can shoot off 4 scorching rays because I'm casting scorching ray at level 3.
Oh, dang.
And so they should arc up and then like, arc back down to hit
Nice.
on top
Oh,
of the
beautiful.
feet or something. So each one does 2d6.
Damn.
So I think he must have to dodge though. I should have figured
Is
this
that
out.
a dex save or something?
I don't know. What the hell? How do you find out?
Should you say on the spell? The Scorching Ray?
It says fire damage. I can't see. God damn it.
Scorching rays are to hit roll per ray. From
Oh, per
Oh,
ray.
okay, so you
Per
roll
ray.
to hit
It
for each one. So roll and add your spellcasting bonus.
Okay.
Thanks, Sock Merchant.
For each ray?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Oh.
boom.
Oh, damn.
Go ahead and roll damage for each of those rays.
Wow.
Right in the doopy.
So I just go like 8d6. Oh,
That'll do.
from 1
Oh, that'll do.
sixes,
Take. Wow.
30.
That's a
So
hefty
you,
little.
so you said you kind of pulled these out of your pocket
Yeah, just one hand.
and just fired them in kind of an arc.
Spirit fingers.
Like a Gundam sort of missiles.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So what looks like this quite I don't know what else to call it, but like quite almost timid move as he kind
Graceful, I would say
of
graceful.
graceful move.
Graceful.
He reveals these 4 tiny flamed fingers, fires them up into the air, and they basically gain power on the way out and just arc around, and it's just like a volley of artillery, just as they obliterate this
Oh,
thunder
that is
beast.
genius.
Fantastic.
All right.
And that thing is dead.
Yay!
So, so
Um,
Finn, just asking again, how many of those did you kill?
Hey, I attacked 3 of them.
I see 0. I see 0.
Pretty certain I did
thought
more.
not bad.
I'm pretty certain I did more damage on all 3 of the ones I attacked, though. Hmm?
Don't think you had. Don't think you caused any.
that is the end of the combat. So you guys can feel free to have a measuring contest.
As long as it's not a height-based
Oh,
one.
There's going to be a total length-based measurement thing going on right now. I might just pull out my longbow.
Oh.
Hey, Finn, where's yours?
It's not the length I thought you were wanting to measure, but that's okay.
Exactly.
Use
That's
your
my
giant
point.
spell.
yeah.
Giant potion.
That giant potion is topical, right? You could just rub it on.
Exactly.
Okay, so that is combat over. I think with that we'll take our break.
Cool. I think that's a good
We'll
idea.
be back in 10 minutes to enjoy the aftermath.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Going to break. All right,
We are back.
we're back. We are back.
Hi, everybody.
Back from our breaks. Mark, what is that you were going to show us?
Got this bottle of water.
Oh, that's a good bottle of water. Is it sparkling?
Okay. No. It's
Is it from Rod and
spring
Gun?
water. No, it's from Ricardo actually. Double check that time. Yeah, this is probably one of the best chocolate
Closer.
I've ever tried.
Closer.
Closer. Up to the
Oh,
camera.
Shock. That's yeah.
Right,
I know.
Shock.
Shock.
Yeah, I tried the bitter dark one. It was like 70%. It's quite good, but this one takes the boat, and it's lactose free
Lactose.
Sweet.
Oh, hey, fantastic.
because it's dark chocolate. They don't add milk
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, dark chocolate's
This
the
is-
best kind of chocolate anyway.
it is. Some
Yeah.
people disagree, but it is. So yeah, I've had it. One block lasted two days. But yeah, I could have had it in one go. It was so good, but apparently it looks like a tobacco thing. Like people ask me if I was smoking tobacco.
Yeah, it does look like a little
Yeah,
It
bag
does
of
look like the
tobacco.
old school tobacco pack.
Yeah.
So that's my shout out for today. If
That's
I could
good.
sponsor me,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome. All
Just-
the way up in Greytown.
How did your hot sauces go? Have you tried any of those?
yeah.
Yeah.
I tried the Dragon's Breath and it was disappointing. But in saying that, the only thing
Was
it makes
disappointing.
it tastes nice, but I never seem to get any spice.
Does that pack have like a mango and a few other flavors like that? Like they've got really funny names. Because
I'll quickly
I think
show.
my sister got me the exact same pack, and the sauces were okay, but they're really good when you add them to things.
Well,
This
yeah,
is
I don't
gonna
think you're
be a
even meant to
cooking
just
show.
drink spicy.
I've had
sauce.
that exact pack. That exact pack I've had. The voodoo one is really good.
I don't think you've opened it, Mark. Come on. Oh, okay. All right.
We
This
used
is
every one
what
of
I've
those we used every one of those chili sauces. Yeah, we used every one of those chili sauces in various curries and other things just to spice them up a bit.
And then
But some of them are just a bit mild.
I've been looking for something that makes my tongue and my mouth be like, oh, it's a bit hot, but
You want to
I
go
think
for
I've
the
seen-
really red ones.
yeah, that's why I'm a bit disappointed. So I like the taste, but I'm not getting the spice out of it.
yeah,
I grew some Carolina Reaper chilies last year.
Oh hell yeah!
you grew them.
Oh, yeah,
Oh dang.
How
yeah, and they look like the devil's ball sack. They're like fucking horrible. And they are spicy. Like you just have a tiny bit and poof.
Yeah.
A lady at work grew a couple of those kind of little red firecracker kind of chilies, and everyone dared me to eat them, and I was like, oh yes, better. So I rocked up to work one morning, and there's just this little, glad wrap bag of these chilies. So I just kind of grabbed one, popped it in my mouth, ate it. Everyone's just like expecting me to die. I'm like, hey, that's good. Burnt the fuck out of my tongue.
Did you play it cool?
There was no way in hell I was going to let them see that.
yeah.
So yeah, these
you
little
know-
things are just insane.
So are
Hottest.
you growing any more, Shannon?
Yeah, just some normal chilies, but I'm also trying to germinate some Carolina Reapers. I have to check
Yeah.
if they're popping out. But
Alright.
1 sec, I'm just gonna find something.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Pop something in, right. So what are you drinking tonight, Regan?
Well, Dave. It's a
Come on.
This is a salted caramel hot chocolate tonight. And it is it's better than I thought it would be. It's amazing, actually.
It's
amazing.
That is what I like to hear.
Mm.
Could only be amazing. Salted caramel. How could it go wrong?
I tried salted caramel just coffee. Like a mocha, I guess, but without the chocolate and with salted. And it couldn't really. The coffee was kind of overpowering for it, I guess, and you couldn't really taste it.
Yeah, I reckon the salted caramel would kind of clash with it.
Yeah. But for a hot chocolate, amazing.
Oh yeah, that shit's good.
This is the one that I can't handle.
What is it?
So I try half a
That's a
spoonful
Reaper.
and it.
Bullies?
It's a Reaper chili sauce. Yeah.
Carolina Reaper. It's
Is
the
it
hottest
real
sauce I've
Reaper
ever
one?
tried.
Nah, that would
They
literally
are
kill
really
me.
good.
That would be me
They
dead.
are really good. I've
I
got one
like
of those
it,
in my
but I
fridge.
die.
They are fantastic.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it.
So anything I've tried below that is fine. Like it's not hot enough, but this is just too hot, and I can't find anything that's in between.
oh.
Right,
So
right.
I'm just stuck in purgatory at the moment.
You should try like a sriracha, like just a straight out sriracha sauce. It's not that hot, but it's still got a decent
Oh.
decent spice to it.
I like sriracha sauce, but it's more
Yeah,
tasty than
sriracha's good.
spice. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
can't taste the spice at all. It's
What's
really
that?
frustrating.
Have you tried this the Chinese jar that you can get called Chu Chow Chili? It's not that hot, I suppose, but it's actually really nice. It's like chili oil and with bits of
nice.
chili floating around it. It's yummy.
Is that like sweet and sour?
It's kind of sweet. Yeah, no, it kind of is. Yeah, but yeah, oily.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't do spice. I can't do spice at all.
Yeah, I remember Reagan trying to do, what was it, spaghetti? And it was like hardly mild and you're sweating.
Spaghetti?
Oh, seriously?
My mum's spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mum spaghetti. All right.
Knees weak.
All right, well, let's get back to it, huh?
Let's get back to celebrating how
Let's.
Igneous and Bernard and Alst killed these things.
Okay. All right. Okay. I see how it is.
And you like kind of, I don't know, did stuff.
Yeah. Did the most damage. Yeah, I agree.
Whatever.
Okay, so
Are you guys arguing at the moment? Is this like actual arguing that I can hear? Or?
No.
Not yet. When Finn and I get within
Okay.
close quarters, there will be some discussions to be had.
I feel kind of bad for all these dead,
Yeah, I was expecting this to be a lot harder.
Yeah, me too.
but they kind of live here, and we just sort of showed up and killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So John, is it still kind of like early morning, or what time are we at the moment? Are we like pitch black?
And is it getting dicey?
It's about that time.
No, it's not getting dicey. It was. Okay, so given we've just obliterated these things to dust, can we just can Alst and Wolf just have a bit of a scope round to sort of see a bit of a recon to see if it's kind of the coast is clear, that we're kind of out of danger?
Sure, go ahead and make perception checks.
Where's that? Oh, there. So that's mine.
That's a
Alst
pretty good roll.
has advantage. Wolf has so what is perception? Wisdom, eh?
Yeah.
Would that be for Wolf? Yeah. So Wolf gets advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. So we'll take whatever the higher number is.
Not much.
Oh, we'll take the 11. But Alst knows everything, so it's all good.
So scouting around, staying like within a relatively small radius.
Yeah, it's just kind of in the general area.
You don't hear any more rumbling. You don't notice any more creatures. You think the coast is clear for now.
Okay, cool. Can I get a bit of a sense on what these are, though? Like, have I got any idea what they could be?
Yeah, sure. Go and roll a survival check. Actually, roll nature. Roll
Nature?
nature.
Nature. Sweet. Haven't done that at all. No, and that's why I probably shouldn't.
So examining them, you would kind of make guesses that they are some sort of ancient beast, maybe tied here by the Utgard barbarians, but you don't actually know like what they are.
Okay.
But you know kind of the stories of Mulber's Mound and how it was like a barbarian kind of burial ground and all those sorts of things. But you don't actually know for certain what they are or why they're here or anything like that.
Alright, cool.
Alright. So since combat's finished, Ignis is gonna open up his visor. He's gonna be like, "Oh shit," and just walk around for a bit with his sweet sword and backpack on his shield.
That is so cool, man. Can't believe it's like hooked onto you.
Oh, does it connect now? What?
That's amazing. Wait, how did that? Was it just actually knowing you, Reese? It's magnets, right?
Magic, actually.
Well, magnets are magic.
Yeah.
In magnets, bitch.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
Alistair's going to make his way down down the hill with
Yeah, wherever
Alpha
the party's
close
going.
behind.
Sorry.
Okay.
Can I
so,
check out what these excavations are? That seem kind of interesting.
roll an investigation.
Investigation. Is that investigation's intelligence, isn't it? 24.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, I'm gonna Sherlock
so
it.
it looks like you totally Sherlock it. You know, like the number of people, their motivations, like what's been going on. But basically, what you can tell is that there are a number of sites localized around here where people have been trying to dig for something.
Ooh.
Roughly humanoid in size.
They're looking for something humanoid in size.
Sorry, they're like regular sized humans.
So
not
these
like,
aren't made by these creatures.
correct.
It's actually people going in. And where do you think these creatures emerge from then, if they didn't come from these excavations?
So as far as near as you can tell, their bones were kind of there, and they rose from like
Wise from your
basically.
grave.
Wise from your grave. They weren't deeply buried or anything. They were just kind of there, and dirt that had settled was on top of them.
Right, and they just maybe got triggered by like us being there or something like that.
You can try to work that out if you maybe roll Arcana or something like that.
And Wolf makes his appearance. Absolute maniac of a dog.
So trying to tap into like understand the energy that's surrounding this place, you notice that there's a jackalope says "Ee!" There's a strong presence or a strong guardianship that's kind of been placed over this place, and you would expect that's what the skeletons have responded to.
Right.
So they're there to protect this place.
Mm.
Sent by some wizard, some shit like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, a wizard or a shaman or
Druid or something.
yeah. Igneous.
Igneous is gonna find his longsword. I'm like, oh yes. And he's gonna throw it away and like leave it sticking in the ground. And then he's gonna point to the party and go, yeah, we did it, guys. Yeah. And he's gonna leave it there.
Has that always had the wolf head there?
Yeah, boy.
Oh,
It's, look at that. I feel like Else needs to have that. Else seeing that is suddenly quite enamored by that sword and is quite quietly creating plans to kind of relieve you of it.
Just
At this
straight up
point,
stealing things.
yeah.
I might ask for it, but why not?
Igneous is just left
Yeah,
it
I like
at this point. So he
If
thinks
you
that.
left it in the ground, I might just pick it up. Sorry, he's just trying to bite my hand.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Well, I'll tell everyone that what I think these holes are. If anyone's interested, I'll just come over and yell out and say there's these holes here. They've been excavated. Someone's been looking for something, so maybe something special is buried here, and maybe these seems like these creatures were magically made to protect this area. So I guess there's something fancy here. Maybe it's just a dead king or something like that, but it could be crazy
Where do
item.
you suggest we dig?
I don't know. It seems like there's stuff everywhere. There's holes. I can see a couple of holes. Is there any way that I would know a clue where to dig if we're interested?
Igneous is super keen to dig.
I bet.
Like big guy.
Igneous loves digging. Wolf can dig, so yeah, let's get them to digging, and I'm sure the birdie things can dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can point them towards things. I don't know if they're going to dig, though.
Do you know a command for find or search?
They don't, that's for sure.
No.
I can do like detect magic or something, but if there's a magic item or something, would I be able to search around and see if I can find clues, or is it just could be anywhere?
So based on like the relatively random, seemingly random dig sites that you've observed, there doesn't appear to be any like focused effort on any area. But you could certainly try detecting magic or something like that if you want to try to narrow things down.
I've got a ritual for it, so maybe when you guys have a rest, I can do that. It takes an hour, I think. And I don't know the range for detect magic.
Well, given that we were planning on kind of resting here for the night, and we've been less than 20 minutes in this battle, and we've probably expended a few spell slots and stuff, we probably do need to go about our making camp for a rest.
Yeah.
If you want to spend the next hour doing your thing, we can kind of continue that rest and get ourselves settled.
Okay.
That was our plan originally, was to settle for the night.
Yeah.
When Bernard mentioned he was doing the ritual, Igneous is just going to step away quite politely to the bones.
Yeah.
And he's spending a bit of time just collecting some bones and chucking them in his bag of holding.
Yeah, Finn's going to kind of like join Igneous up with these two like giant piles of bones now, and just kind of, he doesn't trust that they're dead. He understands that they're no longer forming something, but he's kind of a bit, a bit unsure about them, and just wants to see if he can. He's not very good at detecting magic or anything, but he just wants to see if there's anything of note within these piles of bones.
Yep. So I think I'll resolve Bernard's questions first. So with detect magic,
it's 3 feet of wood or dirt that it can penetrate through.
Or a foot of stone. There's a little bit interspersed around here, so you could spend a bunch of time kind of going around and trying to find a location.
Yeah, I think because it says it's like within 30 feet of me, and it will last for 10 minutes. So I can just sort of walk around like a big metal detector. And if anything is like 3 feet below the ground or something, I might ping it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'll give that a go.
Okay, cool. Sweet. We'll come
10 minutes walk. I'll just walk up and down the spine of it.
Okay, cool. We'll come back to what you're up to. Finn, you were
kind of just investigating these bones, just seeing if there's anything of note, of kind of just anything abnormal, or I suppose the fact that they're living bones was quite abnormal. But like I said, he just doesn't trust that they're dead. He understands that they're no longer forming those creatures, but he doesn't trust that they won't bounce back. So we're just trying to like look through them, investigate them a bit, I guess.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Okay. 12.
Luck point.
So I think like sifting through the bones, nothing appears to catch your eye. Whatever sort of presence or magic or whatever was kind of animating these things appears to not be there anymore as you kind of sift through it, and nothing inconsistent with what you would expect happens.
Okay.
Can Igneous collect some bones?
Yeah, sure can. Collect as many bones as you want.
Let's
There's
do
a
it.
shit ton of them.
Finn just
Bone collector.
Finn just watches Igneous put bone after bone into the bag of holding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much? How many bones do you wanna?
Let's go with 45 bones.
What sort of size? Like medium, large?
Yeah. Oh, that yeah, big like a really small person's tibia.
Okay. Yeah. So that would be like fingers or something for these creatures.
Yeah, yeah. We'll collect all their fingers and claws and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you can add 45 beast skeleton claws or something like that.
You and that bag of holding are just
Oh,
going
it's
to
so
be
good, man.
disastrous.
So good.
I can carry things. What have you got there? I don't know. I have wine and dirt and bones.
Yeah.
So nothing really useful there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So while this is going on, Wolf's just gonna curl up and go back to sleep because he's pretty much done with the battling thing. Alce is just gonna sidle up to Finn and give him a bit of a nudge and sort of about that arrow. That was some pretty close shooting there.
Pretty good shot,
Little
right?
fella.
Unlike the shot of yours that damaged Igneous, but I mean, yeah, you're right. I am a much better shot than you. You're right.
Alce is just gonna that fell firm on the side. Done with you and your pretty boy flyboy tactics, and as that he's just going to go off and meditate with Wolf.
Nice.
Like done with your flyboy shit.
Cool.
Yeah. Now that Bernard's on the far side of the ridge, he's just going to go back to where Bernard was originally standing and just dig a little bit into that hole.
Yeah.
How long are you going to dig for?
Yeah. How long do you want to dig for?
Let's dig for an hour.
Wait.
All right.
I'd say in an hour you could probably make your way in maybe a good 8 feet or so into the side of the hill. You don't come across anything unusual apart from the regular dirt and stone and things that you would value.
Yeah. So the deeper that Igneous gets in there, the more he likes it, and he's going to spend another 2 hours just digging.
Yeah, and so Finn's just gonna catch some shut eye next to Alpha and Beta.
We'll go back to Bernard. So Bernard, as you've been kind of wandering up and down this great beast sort of thing, there are 3 centers of magic that have kind of pinged. Two quite faint and one slightly stronger.
Okay. And they should
so
appear
you
like
can
as
see-
blue outlines or something. Sort of like
Yeah, I can draw them on.
detective vision or something.
Detective vision. I like that. Draw shape. I'll make it blue. And I think we'll make it a shape. Should we make it a circle? One there. One there. And one there.
Okay. And which was the more powerful one?
This one just here.
Okay. I'm sort of near. Everyone else is having a nap, but I can hear some rummaging under the ground.
Yeah. The Earth Canal is digging.
I'll just
For fun.
pop my head around this entrance to this tunnel and give a little whistle. So, hey,
Oh.
Igneous,
Hey man.
do you want to come and help me dig a hole?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Yes.
You show me.
All right. It's not my strong suit, so how about we dig a hole here?
So Igneous is going to stand and look around at the ground and be like, "This is a great place to dig." All right. and just start digging.
Okay. How long would you like to dig for?
Ignis will throw a good hour at it unless he notices something that isn't quite as natural as what he would expect in that dirt.
Okay. Just before you do that, Sasha, what are you doing?
Alright. Whilst Finn and House were quarrelling, Sasha's just gonna lay hands on Marvin, heal him up. And then just gonna, Marvin's just gonna lie next to Sasha and just gonna chill out and go to sleep.
Rest? Are you healing him to full, or?
Yeah, we're hoping to go for a full rest.
Oh, I mean the lay on hands.
Oh yeah, lay on hands easily gonna try do the 31 hit point damage that was taken.
Okay.
Jeez, Mum took a fair bit of hitting, didn't he?
That's a lot.
He's more tank than Sasha ever will be.
Oh, at least.
Okay, so Igneous and Bernard. Igneous, after about 50 minutes or so of digging, and throwing kind of rocks and things out, you happen across, and Bernard, your detect magic is kind of peaked as well. This kind of vial of sort of blue liquid.
Okay. Blue. Like Listerine.
It does say Listerine on the side, yes.
It's got, it says Listerine on the side.
Nice.
It's kind of this azure blue color. You could, someone with your magical background could spend some time kind of trying to work it out, or you could use the identify spell if you have that, or
I'd have to figure it out. Cool.
I'll spend a little bit of time.
Yeah. You want to hold on to that, Igneous, and then I'll figure out what it is later.
Hasn't Oust had a blue potion before, like a water breathing one?
Oust, I believe, does currently hold a potion of water breathing, and I believe it is blue, but that's not exactly going to help much because I'm sure there's multiple potions that are blue.
Continue to smirk.
Igneous will just chuck that into his bag of holding. He likes poison and stuff.
Just don't tell him it's magic, Bernard, or else he'll freak.
Yeah, it's probably not even magic. Best I'll say that. Definitely not magic. My detect magic's worn off, but I can remember where they are. Do you want to go? We'll spend a little while digging up these other holes if you're keen.
Igneous is just going to pop up the Ganassi wave of respect and be like, "You're a good man, Bernard." You're going to follow him up there and start digging. So shall I put one blue potion?
Yeah, one blue potion.
Igneous is in his happy place. He's digging. It's great.
After digging for a while here, you come across another vial that's kind of this very simple, like, it's not even made of glass, it's made of like almost this porcelain, and it's wrapped in like string of some kind with a wooden cork on the top of it.
That's quite nice. It's like an antique.
Igneous is going to look up to Bernard and be like, "You really know your digging spots, man. You're going to have to give me some pointers. Like, I've made myself a little tunnel, and it's a good tunnel, but..."
Well, I think it's a team effort because I couldn't have dug it.
Yeah. Do you want this one, or do you want me to hang on to it?
Just hold on to it. We can figure out what later if we can. Is it big, or is it like a wine bottle? Or?
It's like it's a bit larger than the other one.
Okay.
It's kind of and it's quite bulbous.
Yeah. Bulbous. Okay.
At this success, Igneous is going to yell over to Doorcracker and see if she wants to get in on some of this digging. Doorcracker!
You look down and she's like posied up in a sleeping bag.
Okay.
And just trying to get some rest, and she looks up at you and just kind of waves.
Igneous just waves back. I'll dig for
Yeah,
you.
I dig you. Okay, here's the other spot down here. I reckon there's got to be something here.
Alrighty. Ignis is just going to flex a little bit.
How do you dig? Was it with your hands?
Yeah, it's with his hands, man. These crack cells, they can open doors, they can dig a hole.
So after some amount of time digging, it goes a little bit longer than an hour this time. But I'm sure Bernard, knowing what you know, you kind of urge
I reckon it's going to be a good one.
Igneous on.
Yeah.
You can do
You're doing
it.
great.
And I think Igneous, and you're kind of like further, and you've kind of come across bones and things as you've been digging. But this time, Bernard, like as he's digging and kind of throwing things out of the hole, something catches your eye. It's this this kind of quite large tooth-like bone, kind of is flung out of the hole, and it's kind of seems to burn red almost. So
Like a
it's
raptor.
obviously a kind of a bone, but yeah, kind of like
From Jurassic
almost like
Park.
it's imbued with something.
Oh, but it's red, like glowy
Yeah,
red.
it's red. It's like glowy red, with kind of a tinge of gold to it.
Fancy.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, well, I'll go pick it up and then I'll have a little look at it and I'll say, whoa, Igneous, check this out. Look what you found.
Yeah, and upon
For me,
closer
it was like
inspection, so it's kind of small enough to fit in the hand of a human. You can kind of hold it in two hands. It's like basically the size of a dagger, and it is a gold-plated tooth that seems to have a red glow from beneath the gold plating.
Whoa.
Okay.
Ignis is going to turn around hoping that he's found like a really good rock. And that's a pretty sweet bone, man. I've got a lot of bones, but I don't have any like that.
Yeah. I know. It's like Sam Neill. There's raptor. I don't know. I've watched Jurassic Park recently. Okay. No, it's great. So is it like a dagger? Or is it a bone?
It could be used like a dagger. Like it's just quite a sharp, gold-plated, what appears to be a tooth.
Okay. But it's magic. Can I do a bit of a check on it? I just get this over.
You could spend a little bit of time kind of checking it over, unless you have the identify spell.
I do not. I don't think so. I should.
Okay.
Do you want me to hang on to it, Bernard, or do you want to keep it in your
Yeah,
head?
I might hold on to this one for now until I figure out what it is.
Sure, man.
Thank you.
Do you want to do some more digging?
No, I think I'm tuck it out from watching you dig.
Alright. Well, we'll do some more tomorrow, eh?
All right. That's actually quite fun. Okay, I'm going to sort of make a little area in this excavation here and try and get a bit of a nap. I'm sure it's not much time till dawn.
Yeah, so I'd say you guys have probably spent a good 3.5 hours digging. So it's closing in on 4 a.m. at this point.
Okay.
So I'd say if you want to get a full rest, you are going to need to sleep until like midday.
Sorry to tell you guys, but Al's is rested and ready to go. I've had my 4 hours.
I'm a night owl. Okay, I don't.
I've had my 4 hours.
You guys,
Make your necks get fried and shit.
Yeah, while you guys have been digging, Al's just been resting, so he's ready to kick off and go.
and we got a new follow thanks to Sunarel. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying watching two D&D's guys dig holes.
And find some cool shit.
And found some cool shit.
Find some cool shit.
Yeah.
Some weird shit. Weird.
Nice.
But you guys could, actually, Bernard, if you wanted, you could rest and kind of sleep on Wolf as he walked, if you weren't so.
Oh, that'd be
close
great.
to him. I don't think Wolf would mind you resting on him while we were walking.
Okay. He's not like.
He's a dire wolf. He's quite big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't mind that
so-
sort of thing. Okay.
No, he's alright.
While you were kind of resting and focusing on this item, I'll get you the stats for it after the session, but you know that this is an artifact called Morgur's Fang.
Ooh.
And yeah, it is or could be used as a weapon.
Okay.
But I'll
Cool.
get you
This is
the
Morgur's
deeds.
mound.
Igneous is going to be quite happy to see Alst wake up. He's like, "Hey man, there's digging over here we can do."
You know, I'm good. I
Pretty good digging.
I respect your digging, but yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Okay, what would you all like to do?
I think Alce wants to make tracks and head to our destination.
Yeah. Finn's ready to go.
Okay, so Finn, you've still got like another 4 hours to sleep.
I had a previous rest. We rested before we went on our way, and I'm pretty much all healed and ready to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sasha, what would you like to do? Would you like to continue resting, or?
Yeah, well,
You've been
Everyone else-
resting for about 4 hours, so
everyone that's been moving around, has Sasha woken up like from all the noise?
no, I think like you are used to sleeping rough, and there's quite often noises and things, so it's more about how much time you spend trying to get a good night's rest, unless there's like something really like plaguing your mind.
No.
8 hours spent kind of downtime is sufficient.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
Okay. And
Let's kick off.
sweet. On the road again.
On the road again. So
Nope.
using our great ranger skills, Alce is gonna,
Have we got-
Alce is gonna
Have we got a new party member?
Donkey.
Alce is going to lead the team safely through the remaining terrain to our destination at Luskan.
Okay, so you guys are cutting through the northernmost part of the Neverwinter Wood.
Yep.
Blackford Crossing.
Blackford Crossing, I believe. We're kind of skirting that and going to Luskan.
Okay, so you're going around the wood or through
Yeah.
the wood?
Go around.
I think we're gonna go around.
I think
That's the whole point that we're
general
looking for.
consensus of the little people, they don't want to get lost in the grass, so we'll go around.
Okay.
I wish Sasha was more sassy. I feel like Sasha should be looking down at Alst a little more.
Sasha's way too pacifist for that sort of thing. And I think even Igneous would be taller than Alce, would you not? Or you? How tall are you?
Yeah, I think I'm about 5'8". You're
Ah,
5'7".
Yeah, so you're actually shorter than me too, so that's alright.
I
Yeah.
don't think Sasha likes to judge people, especially after being judged by so many giants.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It'd be quite hypocritical of it.
Sock Merchant wanted to
Okay,
know
how-
why we didn't follow the road. Basically, we wanted to get to Luskan
Time.
faster.
Yeah.
Even
Alce was too impatient.
we were originally going to cut through Neverwinter Woods to get to Neverwinter, but we got Doorcracker or Dora basically suggested not going through just because of the amount of
Yeah.
magic might freak out Igneous. So we thought we'll take the next fastest route and head up Morgur's Mound and around to Luskan.
Plus,
Yeah.
how much fun is it going on the road?
Yeah,
Fun.
boring.
Exactly. The roads are never fun. They're boring. We're all about the entertainment.
So we've got a ranger can guide us around at top speed.
Yeah, you guys are getting the bonus of moving much more quickly.
Sock merchant, no, never being a dick, never.
Okay, so there's a river here, right?
Yeah. Is that
So
Blackford River or something?
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yeah,
River.
there's River Mirror, which is this kind of section
Oh, yeah.
that kind of comes down along here, and there's a crossing, which is Blackford Crossing, which is
Ah,
attached
So-
to Blackford Road.
I think we'll
Um,
use Blackford Crossing then. That makes the most sense, yeah?
I'm following the ranger.
Yeah. Igneous doesn't know this area at all,
Yeah.
so he's just happy to follow.
Yeah, I'm basically just following me, telling everyone, yeah, follow me. I've got this. And the wolf has got Bernard on his back, so Bernard's just doing as he's told.
yeah. Why? I mean, a bit of a nap, I reckon.
Alstus is taking the lead. Follow me. We're going this way. He's confident that he knows where he's going, even though he doesn't.
Okay. I think, like, given the time that you all started out, you started out very, very early before daybreak. You can probably make it to the crossing
Before,
sort of
like,
before nightfall. And then if you continue to press on, you'll make it to Luskan kind of late at night.
Sweet. We're doing it.
Might as well.
yeah.
Might as well push through.
So yeah, it's a pretty well-known like area. It's not secluded or anything. Coming up to the Blackford Crossing, you recognise there's kind of a large bridge with guards at each end. Only intended really, they're not there for to stop most people. They're there in case there is trouble. It's kind of a very, very sleepy, very kind of quiet route, apart from the traders who are trying to basically take a bypass of Luskan and head straight to Mirabar.
Cool. Alstus is just going to give the guard a bit of a nod and carry on walking.
Do the now we've been into Luskan before. We've actually fought alongside a lot of pirates. Do these guards recognise us at all?
These guards at the Blackford Crossing don't.
Ah, right. Okay, cool.
But yes, you have been to Luskan.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we had some fun on Luskan.
Yeah. All right. So
So I
word
think
hasn't spread.
Arriving into Luskan, you arrive from the.
Oh, I remember this
Ah.
place.
Oh yeah!
Cool.
You
There's
arrive
that.
from the northern entrance.
This is the spot
the-
where that dude died.
Yeah. That
I
dude.
can't remember his name.
Barduk.
Baduk, that's right. This is
Baduk,
the dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Gino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the terrible place where we buried Baduk in the wharf.
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't just throw him off a cliff or anything.
No, he ended up in the ocean and we couldn't save him.
We gave him quite the. No, we brought him up onto the shore just
Okay.
as he died, but we ended up giving him like sending him off in a small boat. Remember?
Yeah, he got sent off like a Viking.
Yeah, yeah,
It was brilliant.
yeah. It was great.
It was
Did he
emotional.
just die from incompetence or
There was incompetence. There was some incompetence
Was it
involved in
just
the battle. Is that where he
overreaching?
did the crossbow bursting into flame?
No. This was Frost Giant beating the shit out of him and then
Ah.
throwing him out into the water. Yeah, throwing him out into the ocean at a dying state.
Oh,
So yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
That was pretty funny
Yeah.
and sad at the
Yeah,
same
he
time.
was knocked unconscious and then flung out into the ocean where he drowned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so Gino. That's great. He always does something like that. Remember when we used to play, he was unconscious and he got used as a surfboard inside a cave while spelunking. And
Oh
then he
my!
came back as a zombie and bit somebody.
Wow. Wow.
Seriously?
Yeah, he got his head ripped off.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
That is awesome.
He's got it. Yeah, it's a habit.
Okay, so you've arrived in town.
Wow, town is big. I forgot how big town is.
Mm.
Yeah, so there's
That's a big
pretty
boat.
much every sort of creature comfort you would imagine in a largish town. This is like one of the smaller cities. Town square in the middle where most of the market is. There's various inns and hotels and places like that.
A theatre.
There's a theatre where people
theatre.
put on plays.
Awesome.
There's a zoo.
A
Zoo.
Oh, I want to go see
Fantastic.
the zoo.
What kind of crazy shit would they have in a D&D zoo?
Well, I don't think John's planned it, but let's go.
Let's go check that out.
Wow, let me tell you.
Igneous is gonna be like, "What's a zoo?"
D&D zoo.
How's it? So Finn's just going to look over at Igneous and just look sort of like, how are you doing here, Igneous? Have you been to a big city like this before?
I haven't been to this big village before. I'm not really good with the whole geography.
Yeah. We've been here before, so just stick with us. We're pretty well known here.
Nice.
Maybe not for good things. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're the big deals in town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were alright, I think.
We did save him from a few frost giants. If I
Yeah.
remember rightly.
Did you save the town?
We
Yeah.
sunk one of the frost giant boats just
Was
outside
there
of this
12
town.
frost giants on that?
Yeah, something like that. It was
Yeah,
fantastic.
that was part of our count, wasn't it?
I think there was like 20, and like 8 of them
Total.
drowned, or 12 of them drowned, or something.
Yeah. And you burned down the ship, which is really quite a beautiful thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you guys could get like free
Oh,
accommodation.
this is one of the places that we are known
Yeah,
for
yeah,
being heroes. Like this is part of Finn and Al's legend.
yeah.
Okay.
So I think as you arrive in town, the guards instantly recognize you, and they say, "Finn, Alst, Sasha, can't believe you're back. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Is there are you staying long?"
Maybe.
Long? Do we ever stay long?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's really our thing, but
Yeah. We'll.
Sasha's just gonna nudge Ask and be like, take one for the team, mate.
what's that meant to mean? What are you talking about?
What does that mean?
Quizzical look towards the Dragonborn like.
And you notice this this guard kind of like with his helmet like kind of ill-fitting, kind of falling over his face over and over, and his guard's uniform a little bit like kind of loose and not very good. He's quite a small guard, and he keeps on pushing his visor up with his hand. And he says, "It's me, it's Paddy. How are you?"
Penny? Sorry, Penny, you're a minion win.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember Penny. Come on.
What's the charisma score?
I don't have charisma. I don't deal in charisma, buddy.
He's got a negative charisma score. He's like, "I'm the one that yeah, sorry about this. I'm the little rapscallion that tried to steal from you guys."
Oh, you!
Go.
I remember you.
But I have turned over a new leaf, as you can see. I'm one of the city's guard, and just as he says that, his visor clanks down again, and his thing, and he's like, "Oh, just awkward." He's like, "I'm trying my best to stay on the straight and narrow," and he's just like doing his best to make a good impression, but
It's good to hear, Paddy.
it's just really awkward.
Maybe
Yeah.
you need to see a blooming blacksmith to get that armor fitting.
Oh,
Yeah.
they don't make it any smaller.
Oh, right. You need to do some eating then to fill yourself up.
It's like, yeah, well, I mean, it's been probably about a year since I saw you last, but
Yeah.
You have
they
shot up
accept
a
us. They accept us, and yeah, he's shot up a bit. But he's like they accept us into the guard corps pretty young.
Right.
And Finn just kind of like signals to Paddy. He's like, "Paddy, come over here.
He wanders over.
It's like
It's
it's
like,
all
yeah.
it's all well and good that you've turned over a new leaf, but we kind of need to meet up with some of your old compatriots.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh.
Yeah. How
We've,
about hooking us up with a contact?
Yeah, we need some information that we think that your old pals might be able to get us.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure I could tee up a meeting between you guys. I think like since you left, there's been a real sense of community in the town, and
Damn it.
some of the even some of the pirates have kind of begun to work with the city's guard, and that's kind of the captain even encouraged me to join the guard and kind of do my part as they are all trying to do. So
Does anyone still
I'm sure
do
we
the
could-
the piratey stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean they pirate other
Oh, right.
towns, but
Okay.
just not this town.
Yeah,
It's
good.
not this-
That's good.
Okay.
I mean, we still got it. We depend on the influx of gold and coin for the city's livelihood, really.
Mm.
And the other guy kind of looks at him like with a disapproving shake of the head, and he's like, "I probably shouldn't be telling you that." But what I can offer you is it's quite late now, obviously. I can offer you lodging at the barracks. And
It's not exactly.
I can try to find the one of the captains for you tomorrow morning.
Is the how is the lodgings at the barracks? Is there?
Is there a 4-star hotel somewhere?
Yeah.
You know, barracks? Come on, we're hardly barracks kind of people here.
Yeah.
Not
He's
wanting
like-
to put any pressure on you or anything, Paddy, but we are known to the town.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are certainly more luxurious accommodations, but I don't personally have any say over what happens. Like
Alice is just
what
going to
you
step
would
up to.
receive there.
Alice is going to walk up to Paddy, just put his arm across his shoulder. Surely a man of your talents and unbridled skill can sort us out with some decent lodgings and get us set up a meeting with the most important captain in the armada. I trust you, Fatty. I know you can do this. And
Okay,
this is
go
gonna-
ahead and roll persuasion.
This is gonna,
With
this
your
is gonna
negative
fail.
charisma skill.
This is going to fail miserably. It's not quite a negative charisma score, but it's not exactly great. Hey, it's a flat out 10.
This is, yeah. Look, sorry, I really would like to help. I
I really
would,
need to read that book of charisma.
but I don't have any connections. I'm a grunt here.
Alright,
You know, I'm doing my best. I'm turning my life around, but
that's good. I'm just going to pick him up and pass him
I'm
to
only
Finn.
14.
I'm going to pick him up, pass him to Finn. Finn, he's yours. I'm done with him.
They can at least point us to where the hotels are.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
'cause
can
I
show
mean,
you where they are.
yeah, what do you-
I
what-
just can't guarantee you that you'll get free lodging. That's all.
I mean, we're pretty well known. I mean, you know,
Oh, you're welcome.
saved.
Yeah.
You're welcome to try your hand. Of
Um,
course.
John, just as an aside, do you remember that book that I bought a little while back, and
Yes.
we were talking about how long it was going to take me to read it and stuff?
Mhm.
How far do you reckon I'd be through that now? The time.
How many times have you read it?
I don't know. I think I decided that every time I was kind of. I reckon I'm probably a couple of hours into it, but I'm just wanting to yeah. I'm a couple of pages. I'm probably struggling with it. I just want to make sure. Just,
I will say you've read it for 2 hours.
yeah, I'm at the
That's
intro.
being
and I'm
generous. You've only read it for an hour. You've made one attempt to read it.
Yeah, I've got to remember to tell you that I'm reading it at some point because I keep.
Maybe if you
forgetting.
left your nightlight on, you could read it better.
Oh yeah.
We haven't got a nightlight.
If I only had the Wonder and I could do a light spell or something.
Can't believe
thing.
Sasha lost it.
Yeah,
Just
that's
push
terrible.
your headset button.
Look at that. I've got a headset. I've got a light. I've got a nightlight. Look at this. Yeah.
That's so bad.
Terrible. What do you get for $14 though, right? I'm surprised it even has a working light.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways, all right, I'm 2 hours into my book. I've got 22 hours to read that thing. Very good.
No, it's only 8 hours.
8 hours,
reading,
yeah.
right?
All right.
That's going to take me a while.
No, is it 8 hours or 24 hours?
I can't remember.
24
I
for
can't
sure.
remember. It's
For
like,
sure, eh?
Okay,
Definitely.
enough with the book, guys.
It's like 48.
36.
It's longer than it needs to be.
127 hours.
I don't even know what the book is. It's a Playboy or something.
Yeah.
He just reads it for
basically
the stories, all right?
The title is it's how to win friends and influence people.
Oh.
Best articles ever.
But yeah, I think let's walk with Paddy. Let's say, look, show us around town. Show us what's new around here. It's been a little while. If we come across some nice lodgings, we'll see how we go.
Like I'm pretty driven for goal-oriented gnome. So when we're walking next to Paddy, I'm just gonna like open up my jacket and say and point to this squid hat.
Ah, yeah,
And
yeah,
say,
yeah.
have you seen anything like this around town, Paddy?
He sees it and he says, not around town here, but there are occasionally boats that come through here that have people wearing things like that.
Okay. Is there any in town at the moment? What do you think?
There's none in town at the moment. There was one that left a few days ago.
Do you know where they
Do you know
were
what the
heading?
boat's name was?
I didn't catch the.
Do you know who would?
The one of the captains might know.
Mm-hmm. Do you
No.
know any captains?
Yeah, I know every captain.
Alright.
I could. I'm very happy to set up a meeting with you for tomorrow. It's quite late at night.
Yep. That'd be perfect. That'd be
Sure.
amazing.
And he's kind of showing you around town, and he's like taking you through the town square, and he's like, "This is where the markets are in the day, and over there, that's the zoo. It's closed right now." And
What's the best attraction in the zoo, Paddy? I'm really curious to know.
Yeah.
well, do you want to know my favorite, or do you want to know what the most popular?
Let's-
one
Let's
is?
go with your favourite first, and then I want to know what the townsfolk
Yeah.
actually
Like your
think.
top 5.
Yeah, your top 5, Paddy.
My top.
Give us the top 5
My top
animals
five.
in the David Letterman top 5
Yeah.
of the Luskan Zoo.
Well, I think it's a little bit cruel, but also kind of cool at the same time. They've got some kobolds in there.
Oh, that is cool, eh? Because they're sort of intelligent.
That's kind of cool, but also quite cruel.
Cool.
Cool/cruel. They've got these sweet bats, like these enormous bats.
Gold bats.
They've got something that they call a thunder lizard.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
That does sound cool.
Which is pretty huge. My favorite, which is also part of their top 5 spiel, is the owl bear.
Ooh,
Those
I like
owl
the
bear.
owl bear.
That's
I like the
that's the
sound of
one.
that.
That's the one that they advertise.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing,
Oh yeah, I like the sound of him.
and it really does make the regular bear look just kind of
Less wise.
regular.
At the mention of an owl bear, Oust's ears literally prick up in excitement. So picture a French bulldog with very excited and like, what the hell, I want to meet this thing. Oust has decided that he wants a new pet.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
So Oust is like, yeah, like that thing looks freaking sick. So Oust is just going to grab Paddy very quickly and say, owl bear?
He's like, yeah, we got an owl bear.
How heavily guarded is this zoo?
Oh no.
It's like a zoo, so not like zookeepers and stuff, but
So right now, how many people would be there?
It's closed, right?
it's closed, so not very many. Just the security probably.
And do you know much about the security?
No, not really. It's a different section of the guards.
Lead the way, my friend. Take me to the zoo. See you later, guys. I'm out
Oh
of here.
no.
I'm on fire. Unless you want to come with.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
You'll be
Oh,
mauled
fuck.
to death.
I want an albia.
An albia will meet you.
No.
Oh no.
Hey!
This
He's
is going to be
fine.
no pseudo dragon experience.
Oh
This is
no.
definitely gonna be a pseudo dragon experience.
Oh,
So he says,
no.
"All right, well, fellas, there's a very nice hotel just up the road here. I'll show Oust where the zoo is.
Yeah.
Finn's just gonna look at Oust and say, Oust, if you end up in prison this time,
You're coming to get me, right?
I won't be coming to get you this time.
You shot an arrow near me. You owe me one.
I don't know.
You
I
missed
helped
me
you.
by that much.
I
I
helped
felt
you-
the feathers brush my nose.
I helped
missed
you with
me
the
there.
pseudo dragon, and we ended up in prison. I helped you get off a
What kind of
throne
was it?
because you decided to sit on a throne and got imprisoned on a throne.
And
I'm-
look who we are now.
if you
We're
got
about to get
imprisoned-
albia.
A third time, I'm not coming for you.
It's all right. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll be back with an albia. It's all good. Can you take Wolf with you just so he doesn't attract any attention?
Get jealous.
No,
I
it's
mean-
not about jealous. It's just he'll attract attention and might disturb the animals.
Are you giving me control of Wolf?
I'm just saying look after him. Not control, just look after him. Make sure he doesn't get into any trouble.
Igneous is just going to pipe up and go, this Paddy guy's town is really sweet. Why do you want to steal stuff?
It's an albia. Like, come on. Do you know how cool one of those things would be?
Igneous doesn't know what an owlbear is, but he knows what the law is, and he's like, look, Oust. You need to be good in Paddy's town.
I saved Paddy's town. I can do what the frig I like.
Just
That's
buy
how
it.
it works.
That's how it works. Well, if I had the money, I would buy it, but you know, I just want to go see the albia.
Dabba311 in the chat is loving this, by the way,
I want to go see the albia, and I want to go see the albia now.
because they can see how badly this could go.
This is fine. This is Oust's domain. All right.
Finn's happy to see the lodgings. Yeah, and because I think he's quite interested in meeting up with the captains in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll see you in the morning.
You'll
I'll be there.
be
Don't worry.
somewhere.
I'll be there.
Igneous is quite tired from the digging, and he's like, you know what? I'll go to bed as well. I'm not going to help you steal no owlbear, Oust. That's rude, man. That's just rude. You're a rude man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Sasha's just going to go to bed and watch for Revenant and hope that it doesn't happen.
Or Grizzly Man.
Finn's just gonna say, how are you gonna hide once you have this owlbear? Once you have it, like, what does that mean? Like, how do
We're
you?
not domesticated.
I'll try.
Yeah, but then, like, even if you domesticate it, you're walking around this town like you've just had it all along, and they just happen to be missing one.
Yeah. I don't.
He's thought it through.
I don't intend on staying in town for that long. Once I've got the albia, the albia will be out of town pretty quickly, and I'll be back in the morning. Don't worry. I will
Okay.
be at the meeting with you tomorrow morning. Don't worry.
So let's go to the hotel.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so here's the scene as we end our session. Oust heads down darkened alley
Fuck, man.
with Paddy as you all stand in front of the Bloody Tooth and Broken Bone Tavern.
Oh, that sounds charming.
All right. Was there a 4-star lodgings anywhere nearby?
This is the nicest one that you could.
Okay, cool.
I'm thinking I'm rathering my chances with the albia right now
But why?
because that place sounds horrible.
So the 1, 2, 3, 4 of you plus Alpha Wolf, Marvin,
Doorcracker?
Beta,
Doorcracker.
and Doorcracker. The 5 of you stand in front of this place, and it is a beautiful building with a very elaborate kind of signage, which is kind of totally at odds with its actual name.
Okay.
But that is where we will end the session for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in.
Oh, shit.
Reagan, have you got anything as we sign off?
Just the usual. We have look at that. Deb has just followed us as well. Thank you. So
Tune in next time, Deb.
same time next week. We've got the official Twitter beneath the video. We've got John's Twitter, my Twitter, Dave's Instagram. We haven't convinced the others to get any sort of social media. I'm not sure if Shannon does. Shannon, do you have social media of any sorts?
I've got an Instagram, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, cool. Follow that if you happen to just guess what it is.
I think it's too friendly.
Perfect. Too friendly. Also, we've got the Discord that you can join as well and chat to us throughout the week. We have the ability to grab a subscription. You get a couple of thingies. Emotes, that's the one. And the ability to join into the sub-only chat where you can tell us what we should be doing with our characters. Because please, someone do it just to make sure Alst doesn't do this owlbear.
It's almost worth the subscription to tell me to turn back. It really is.
Yeah.
I would actually listen to you if you chose to pay me to not do that.
Yeah,
If you don't, Else is going for the owlbear.
Yeah. Maybe I should gift a subscription to someone just so they can do that. But we normally hang around for a few minutes just chatting about the stream as well. So I'm just going to keep it. I'm saying goodbye, but I'm just going to keep it running. So thanks for watching, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I love it when you throw things like that in the mix, John. I saw when you said owlbear, I googled owlbear and I was like, oh fuck, I have to have that. Like just instant excitement. I'm like, oh my god.
God damn
it. Can you imagine wolf, owlbear, Oust in the middle, just
sandwich,
like, fly my pretties kind of thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I also picture you holding like Igneous's sword because you've decided to steal it from him.
I don't know.
Mid-battle.
If he's still got it, if he puts it in the ground again, I will pick it up and say, do you want this? And if he doesn't want it, I'm keeping it.
It's still on the ground at the Murgle's mound.
Did you leave it there?
Oh, you left it there!
Yeah, man. We conquered the mound. Igneous is like,
oh, so just quietly, this is Oust's plan. Oust is going to liberate the owlbear because the idea of a captured animal is completely against the Rangers' beliefs.
Liberate a kobold.
So
why don't you just like liberate every animal?
When I get to the zoo and I see these other animals, I probably will want to liberate them because as soon as I heard owlbear, I'm like, I have to free that.
Like Peter.
So surprised I didn't want to liberate that crab.
Alice is currently liberating.
Liberate. There's no liberating. You just want an owlbear.
Yeah, there is that too.
It's like you and your minions.
What he's
going to do is walk it out of town. It's the middle of the night. He's going to liberate them and go out of town.
Yeah.
Leave the animals in a space where they're kind of tied down. They can't escape, and then come back and meet you guys in the morning. And when we leave town, he's like, "Oh yeah, look what I found."
That doesn't mean like
it's an owlbear and you'll be shredded to death. My
animal handling skills are second to none.
Yeah. Are they like monster handling though?
Yeah.
Animal monster. I'll leave that up to John to decide.
But I feel it's a little bit like helping Igneous like free the slaves, where really you just wanted more minions.
Yeah. Dude, we know this is my flaw personality coming out.
Yours or Oust's?
Oust has basically. If I spit this out there, Oust sees the world. Basically, his flaw is that he sees the world if he was basically everything would be better if he were a tyrant.
Right.
So the whole thing is that if everyone just did as I wanted, everything would be better.
See, Deb has got the right question. They're saying, my question is, how is he going to walk past the guards that recognize him with the owlbear?
I've got hide in plain sight kind of skills going on here.
You do actually. You do have that.
I can literally walk out in the dark with an owlbear and not be seen.
That's fair. That's true.
Do not, come on now. Oust would have thought about that. Well, actually, no, Oust wouldn't have thought about it. Thank you for mentioning. Normally, Oust would have just walked out in plain sight. But now that I've thought about it, Oust is not going to be walking out in plain sight. I'm going to be seen. I've got an hour of coverage.
But this has to be a compliant owlbear, though.
What are we compliant?
How is that going to happen?
Why would an albino not be compliant when I walked up to it?
Because it's a wild animal.
But I know how to
But
deal
they
with
are
it.
like famously ornery. Like
Yeah.
the one
Like
description of
Finn.
the owlbear is that it's pissed off.
Come on now, Finn is famously ornery as well, and I deal with him on like a weekly basis.
I don't hold a candle to an owl bear, I don't think.
I think the intelligence levels of an owlbear would be different to a halfling.
See, if you were doing it for the liberation, for being
I'm
kind...
totally planning on this is going to be, look, when I meet the albino and I approach it, this is going to be my plan. Look, you're a captive animal. I want to free you.
It doesn't speak English, it's a bear!
I speak animal, okay? Come on. I know how to speak animal.
You're going to go, hey, look, listen, owl bear, come with me, and it's just going to go, "Rah!" It's
Oh,
like destroy
Just
you.
inclusion of owlbears, eh?
Like it's just going to sit there listening to,
You don't think I'm going to
you raise a good point.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
a
read.
music
I'm gonna
on the
read
way
the
out.
owlbear description.
I'm looking
Okay,
forward
yeah,
to
cool.
An owlbear's screech echoes through dark valleys and benighted forests, piercing the quiet night to announce the death of its prey. Feathers cover the thick, shaggy coat of its bear-like body, and the limpid pupils of its great round eyes stare furiously from its owlish head.
Oh, I want this.
Furiously.
I want this.
Furiously.
I want this.
The owlbear's reputation for ferocity, aggression, stubbornness, and sheer ill temper makes it one of the most feared predators in the wild.
Oh my god, I want that even
They are
more.
only
You know
just,
what?
They're just pissed off constantly.
You know what, Dave,
You're
you're gonna
making it even more appealing.
roll a crit like success, aren't you? You're just gonna walk in there and go, "Hey, owlbear," and just like roll a 20, and just be.
Would you like to check roll 20 now?
Oh, exactly.
Just
see,
check.
yeah,
Right there. It's gonna be
22. Yeah.
It's going to be the Fonz walking into a room, click, music starts playing, women gravitate to him. This owlbear is going to faint at the sight of ours, and he's going to waltz out there with an owlbear. He's going to turn up in the morning and go, "Hey, it's all good. How's it going?" You guys are going to walk out, see the owlbear and go,
Yeah, because it's gonna rip us to shreds. We're not.
and owl spins.
You're gonna tell me this when I'm away. What happens to us?
Oh, of course. So you're not gonna be here for next week, Mark.
3 weeks.
3 weeks away.
Okay.
3 weeks in the hotel.
Yeah,
staying in
so
the
we-
bed.
So you're
Right,
going to
we
get lost
agreed.
in the hotel somewhere?
Yeah. Some
So
lovely
we agreed, Mark and I,
dragons.
that Sasha would kind of continue traveling with the group but take a more passive role.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
John can decide what happens to my fate since
Yeah.
I don't trust anyone else.
Can I just point out that we've gained
As a
extra viewers in
person,
the
not a
time we've
player.
just been chatting?
What was that? Sorry, Dave.
I'm just looking at the number of viewers that we've gained since we've just been chatting.
yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Dave, have you ever watched
Where are you going?
Thornberries?
The Wild Thornberries.
Yeah.
We should play the Wild
You know-
Thornberries RPG.
You know the episodes where she's like, "Oh no, this is a friendly animal," and the animal
Yeah,
tries
yeah.
to kill her.
Yeah.
I can
That's-
see that happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next episode.
I got this, and just have some faith. I got this.
Dave, you don't have this.
I got every part of this. I'm
I
going to
think
come out
you
with
do,
more than.
yeah,
I'm going to come out with an owlbear, a kobold.
Are you gonna do more animals now?
In fact, even the thunder lizard sounded kind of cool. That was the first thing that got me excited.
So there were 5 animals that John mentioned.
Yeah, well,
Can,
he's
can
Thunder
you?
lizard, kobold, owlbear,
Golbat.
golbat,
I'll go.
or some kind of
There
bat
was a
thing.
huge bat.
Huge
Can
bat.
you
Uh,
roll?
there was a regular bear which was not on the
Yeah.
list.
Ah,
of
right.
flying.
Can you roll a
You would hit that in a zoo in Dungeons and Dragons.
Dave?
Yeah.
Can you roll a d5, and that's
D5.
whatever you roll is how many animals you have to try and liberate?
You want what a D5? Is there such a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just type
D6
roll.
minus 1.
The theoretical joke.
Okay, no, I'll roll a D6 minus 1. I can do that.
5 hobbies.
So-
You deliberate all of them.
All right, here we go. Here is the number of animals that I'm coming out with.
It's
I'm
a
coming out
4.
with 3.
Oh,
like-
minus
I'm
1.
like
Oh,
honey,
okay.
but-
So I'm coming out with
Fully.
an owlbear, a kobold, and a thunder lizard.
Okay,
That's
can
what
we
I'm coming
write
out
this
with.
down? We need to keep note of this somewhere because originally I was thinking, okay, this can be a Dave and John side stream, but now I need to be here for it. So
Can you just try and liberate 3 owlbears at once?
No, there's one owlbear, and I'm coming out with that. plus a thunder lizard and a kobold.
Not enough owlbear, says Mystery Crookette. Which is quite accurate. All right.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah. Kobold, owlbear, thunder lizard next week.
That's right.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
All right, thanks very much, everyone.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
everybody.
you.
Good
All right.
Have a good night, guys. So yeah, have fun in Japan, Mark.
Yeah, Mark, we'll catch you when you get back.
Yeah, you need to let me know when you want to take lunch for Reagan.
Yes, yeah, we'll do.
Any day but Thursday.
Any day but Thursday. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, I'll
All right.
talk to you tomorrow.
See you
Bye.
guys.
All right, later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.